या नबी 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 या नबी. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu, and welcome to Sing Like a Pro. Now, whether you're interested in singing just for the fun, or whether you're interested in really getting some skills for yourself, you've waited for these classes, and here they are, Naath Nasheed Classes, right here on this channel. So if you're new here, welcome, ahlan wa sahlan. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out, and check the links down below for all the things you've missed out on. This is the voice of Inayet Petker, Nasheed artist, 25 albums. And I'm here today to share with you some of the skills I've learned on the road getting here. Imagine how many road shows and concerts and studios. Yes. Well, if you're looking for some skills to master your voice, and I'd like to share some of the skills I've learned along the way. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about posture and warm-up skills. In future videos, we'll look at vocal attack, vocal imagery, and the beginning, the middle, and the end. But we're going to start with posture and then move on to vocal warm-ups at the end of the video. And if you find this video useful and valuable, please click like, subscribe, and share. YouTube likes that. Don't forget the summary at the end where we have some extra tips on mastering your voice. Master your voice. Lesson 1. Posture. Okay, now what is posture? Yes, it's the way you hold yourself. And yes, we're going to talk about keeping your feet slightly apart for balance and putting your shoulders back and standing upright. We're going to talk about that. But I want to talk first about the posture of the inner voice. Every time I go out into a huge hall, a huge auditorium, I look back at when I first started getting vocal coaching in Washington, D.C. And I remember standing and feeling so small in this huge auditorium. And I remember my coach saying, "Sing, child, sing." And I raised my voice up and I filled up the entire space with my voice. And he gave me the wings to be able to fly with my voice. And so every time I step into an auditorium or a hall, I remember how limited my inner posture conversation was. And I step out of that and I step into the commitment that I am to make a difference with voice. So the question I have for you right now is, what are your limiting conversations? What are your fears? What holds you back? Because that's what's going to show up in your voice. Get in touch with the difference you want to make, whether it's for fun for yourself or whether it is to make a difference out there in the world, and let that fuel you. Shifting that mindset of where you come from with regards to your inner posture can give you freedom, and it will allow you to master your voice. Okay, so now we've looked at the posture inside you that's coming outside. Now let's talk about the physical things. So it's always good to stand with your feet slightly apart for balance. You want to have your shoulders back and your tummy tucked in, your head up straight. It's almost as if somebody took a string and tied it to the top of your head and suspended you. Yeah? When you give yourself a base to stand and come from with your posture, you're able to use your voice as an instrument. Now, in the next video, we're going to talk about breathing and how it affects your tone. And then after that, we're going to talk about vocal attack. But now that you understand posture, let's get into vocal warm-ups. Okay, so the easiest way for me to explain vocal warm-ups, if you were running up a mountain, you would need to prepare for that. You can't just go up the mountain. You wouldn't make it, yeah? You'd need to warm up your muscles and build those muscles and tone those muscles. The same could be said for your voice. And if Islamically we are to invite to our Lord in sweet ways and seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave, imagine what these skills can do for the difference you can make with your voice. Inshallah, Ameen. Now there are many, many, many muscles in the face. And we use these muscles when we sing. So I want you to get in touch with your muscles by chewing. So chew and hum. And I want you to make those noises as you chew, because that's going to warm up the tongue. It's going to warm up the cheeks. It's going to give you a warm resonance, and it's going to warm the back of your throat. So hum. I always hum the nasheed I'm about to sing. Now, did you know that honey will sweeten your voice? So have some honey with some water before you recite. It will sweeten your voice. Let's move on with vocal warm-up. So you've got your honey going, you've done your humming. Now the next piece is to understand that we recite, we sing on the vowels. Now what are the vowels? They're A, E, I, O, and U. So we don't sing on the consonants, we sing on the vowels. So find the vowels in your song, in your nasheed, in your naat, in your nizam, and sing on the vowels. So don't use the consonants. So for example, let's say I'm warming up to recite the names of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The names are Ya Ahmed, Ya Hamid, Ya Mahmud, Ya Qasim. Now to warm up, Ya Nabi, Ya Sallallahu, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Ahmad, Ya Ahmad, Ya Hamid, Ya Hamid, Ya Mahmud, Ya Mahmud, Ya Qasim, Ya Qasim. And to warm up my mouth, I would need to first warm my voice around the A's and the E's and the I's and the O's and the U's. So it would sound something like this. As opposed to Ya Ahmad, Ya Hamid. So you see the difference? I'm taking out the consonants and I'm practicing, I'm warming my voice for myself. I'm not doing this in front of the audience. This is my warm-up. It's my vocal warm-up. Now you build your voice and you build your confidence around the vowels, and that's going to now give you Ya Ahmad, Ya Hamid, Ya Mahmud, Ya Qasim. Now we're warming up our voice. And here's the other piece, is sometimes we go off and we start too high. And then in the middle of this recital, we've recited, gosh, we've started too high. So I always recommend that you start with the highest note first, so you can start warming up over there and then bring it down to the low notes. Now, when it comes to the low notes, when it comes to our voice, we need to drop our chin. So high notes, raise your chin. For low notes, lower your chin. Sallallahu alayhi. So you allow the bass of your voice to come out. So in doing this, now you're warming up. Now let's look at the consonants. Remember, you can take any song, whatever it is you're performing, whichever one you love, and then you're going to take out the consonants and sing on the vowel. So you build your confidence around those words. Okay, so let's have some fun with the consonants and the vowels now, shall we? So what are known as scales and rags allow you to open up your voice on various notes. Let's Islamicize that, shall we? I'd like you to warm up your voice on La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. Welcome to Nasheed and Naath Classes. Master your voice. Okay, so what's next? Can you see we're going to make warm-ups fun? So I'm not sing or sit in a room and warm up. I do it on my way to an event. I do it in the car. I do it in the elevator, if it's appropriate. Okay, the next one, I want to open the mouth. So with this vocal warm-up, we want to open up and stretch the jaw. And to do that, I'm going to ask you to please recite O ya gani, o ya gani, o ya gani, o ya gani. And you just continue to recite that so that you're opening up the g, you're opening up the wideness in your jaw, and you're warming it up. O ya gani, o ya gani, o ya gani. And the last vocal warm-up is about consonants. Now, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of consonants in the alphabet. So work your way through all of those consonants the following way. So take each one of them and add an sound to it like this. Ba 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 ba. Ka 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 ka. Da 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 da. Fa 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 fa. Ga 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 ga. Ha 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 ha. Ja 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 ja. Ma 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 ma. And you work through the alphabet. What you're doing now is you're warming your tongue, you're warming your cheeks, you're warming your jaw around all of the consonants. Are you finding this video useful and valuable? Then share it with a friend now. So in this video, in just a very short space of time, we've looked at the importance of posture, and we've looked at warm-up muscle, and we've looked at warming up the voice. And before I give you my special tip for today, I'm going to ask you to rewind this video and play it for yourself over and over until you start using these exercises on a daily basis. Now, we'd like to hear from you, so please comment below and check out the links for videos you may have missed. Now that we've looked at posture and warm-up, in the next video we look at breathing and tone, then vocal attack and confidence. What about vocal imagery? Subscribe now so you don't miss any. To sum up, posture, it's not just the way you stand, with your feet apart, your shoulders back, your tummy tucked in, but it's your inner posture. It's your attitude that gives you altitude. In vocal warm-ups, we've looked at how to warm the tongue and cheeks. Simply having fun. Have fun with your kids. They'll enjoy these. Okay, here it comes. The special tip for today. Visualization. Visualize the image that you want to portray in the minds of your listeners, and then paint it with your voice. Well, I certainly hope you've learned a lot in today's video, and I look forward to speaking to you in future videos. If you haven't visited the 70 uploads on this channel, you're missing out. Enter now. And if there's anything else you'd like me to cover in these videos, don't forget to comment. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.
Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Sallallahu alayhi, Sallallahu alayhi, Sallallahu alayhi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Ahmad, Ya Ahmad, Ya Hamid, Ya Hamid, Ya Mahmud, Ya Mahmud, Ya Qasi, Ya Qasi, Ya Amin, Ya Amin, Ya Fatih, Ya Fatih, Ya Khatib, Ya Khatib, Ya Amin, Ya Amin, Ya Muhammad, Ya Muhammad, Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ya Muhammad, Ya Muhammad, Sallallahu alayhi. Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi, Ya Nabi.